Hey everybody, welcome back for another Plan With Me video, memory keeping style. So this week we are memory keeping for the week that was July 18th through the 24th. And this was the week that I left for my trip on the East Coast. So I started in Pittsburgh and then my brother and I made our way over to New York City and had a great time. So I guess what people call Franken planning this week. I had these leftovers from an Oh Hello subscription kit from a long time ago that's travel themed, so I decided to use that. I brought in some leftovers from a Cinderella paper kit, and then I also brought in this multicolor, or not multicolor, but like they used to do these monochromatic collections at Oh Hello. So I brought in the blue version of that and then some extra full boxes that I had from freebies from Cinderella paper. So I just kind of pieced all of that together because this wasn't like I was traveling this whole week. It's just that I was supposed to leave on Saturday, but we'll get into that. So I basically just like alternated between the colors of the kit and then the blue and the yellow from the leftovers from the other two kits. So it was an experiment. I think it worked out fairly well. I'm mostly happy with the end result. Hold on, I'm going to adjust the microphone just a little bit as the computer fan starts running. And then I filled in with the sidebar with some washi tape that I think came with this kit. I have two rolls of it, so I think one of them like I ordered, or maybe it came with a different subscription kit. Either way, the washi is from Oh Hello, the car washi, the car, bus, ambulance washi. So in the sidebar, I put in one of the full boxes from the Oh Hello kit, and then I filled in with washi and 2 habit trackers for skincare and flossing. While I was on my trip, I did fall off the flossing bandwagon, that's for sure. Skincare was easy to keep up with because it was super humid and I was sweaty the whole time, so I just naturally wanted to keep up with that. Flossing I was a little lazier about, but now that I'm back home, I'm back on track with flossing, so that's good. And then I pulled in a header that I just had in my D-stash for dinners, and then I put in a weekly checklist for dinners, and then I capped off the sidebar with some more washi that I'm going to trim down to fit in that space because it was a little long. So if you watched my July monthly plan with me, you know that I was supposed to leave on the 23rd. My flight got canceled, like just outright canceled, because I think there were just thunderstorms literally everywhere that Southwest gets its planes from, or like their major hubs. Like there were thunderstorms in Denver, there were thunderstorms in Chicago, there were thunderstorms in Pennsylvania, which is where I was going. So I woke up on Saturday morning and my flight was just completely canceled, and they rebooked me on a different flight for Sunday because Saturday was just the day that I guess nobody really could, or I don't know. From what I understood, there was just no way we were going to fly that day, which is fine. I don't want to fly into a thunderstorm. I've heard stories from people who have flown in bad storms, and I don't want to live that way. So it was annoying to have my flight canceled, but at the same time, it's like, well, if we can't fly, we can't fly. Here I am realizing that I made a dum-dum, and I was trying to alternate the headers from these freebies from Cinderella paper. It looked cool that way. And then I remembered, oh duh, I only have one sheet. I only have 7 of the yellow headers. So I had to pull all of those up. That's where I realized it. I was like, Jessica, this is not going to work. So I just had to do orange across the top, yellow across the middle, and all orange across the bottom, which doesn't look as cool to me, but it's what we had to work with. So I don't often like mixing photo kits. I don't really buy photo kits if I'm being honest, but I had the freebies, so I used them. But I like how this turned out, kind of alternating between the clip art, not the clip art, but the drawn art by Taylor Thompson that Oh Hello uses quite frequently, and then the photography art from the Cinderella paper freebies. That was cute. And then I'm going to wait to put the washi down because I just wanted to assess how much space I really needed, if I was going to extend each day into the bottom washi section, or if I was going to use washi. I ended up using washi eventually, just more of that car washi, but I just wanted to make sure that I had space. So most of this week was spent at home. I ended up leaving for my trip on Sunday, and then on Friday night, actually, we had the food tasting for our wedding venue. So that was exciting. But right now I'm just trying to fit in a bunch of things on Monday. So I'm first going to mark that I was up early because it was humid this week here, which is not frequent for here. I feel like where I currently live, sometimes it gets a little humid just because I'm closer to the coast now. So, you know, the ocean creates humidity. Don't quote me on the science of that, but that's my understanding. Whereas if you go farther inland, it's always going to be dry because there's no moisture. Anyway, it was kind of humid this week, and also the birds were going nuts this morning. Like they're active most of the spring and summer, but like this day they were just like really intent on meeting each other. Anyway, so I have It's Too Hot to Sleep from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I used the Jammin' on My Planner sticker from this kit, from the Oh Hello kit, to mark that I was pulling stickers for a plan with me. And then I ended up pulling in a Carly Plans planner sticker to mark that I was organizing and destashing kit leftovers, just to like put everything into my multicolored collection and then destashing whatever I absolutely know I'm not going to use. I use most of my stickers eventually, but there's certain things like if a kit has like trash day, like it specifically says trash day, like a lot of old Oh Hello kits used to, I destash that because like I live in an apartment right now. We have a specific trash day, but like we don't have to put the toters out or anything, you know? So I get rid of stuff like that. I also get rid of any like scales because I don't weigh myself. I also, what else do I get rid of? Hydration trackers, if people still include those. I don't use those. I don't think I ever successfully use those. So I always feel dehydrated, so I just drink water naturally. Anyway, so I was destashing that on Monday and Tuesday. Then I did laundry, and then I just wrote in that I watched random YouTube stuff that night. So that YouTube play button is from Carly Plans. On Tuesday, I marked that I was tired with Molly napping on the couch from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. My cat saw a hawk this day, so I have a fox and cactus like sticker. It's supposed to be like Homer Simpson retreating into the bushes, but it's a cat instead, so that's funny. I love that sticker. Yeah, so my cat got super excited and was like chittering at the window and jumped up onto a perch that she has in the window, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I look at the power line outside the window and there's a hawk perched on there, and she was just like all excited. I'm like, hun, you should not go after, like, that bird is not a regular bird. Like, it's a good thing you're an indoor cat. Anyway, it's really cool to see hawks. The hawks definitely prey upon the songbirds around here, though. I saw that one time. It's kind of gnarly. Nature. It's a bird eat bird world out there. Anyway, that's the story time about the hawk. My cat saw a hawk and was like, oh my god, yay! I'm like, that's basically a cat in bird form. It's gonna tear you up. Don't get so excited. Then I worked out. I worked on a job application, so that laptop is from Carly Plans, as well as the planner sticker. I mixed up the two things that I meant to mark with the planner stuff on Tuesday, but whatever. I filmed a plan with me and also organized and destashed more sticker kits because I have a big stack of like kit leftovers on my desk that need to be like sorted out. So I actually end up using the stickers when I do a multicolor week, or I just need extra colors, you know, that sort of thing. And then we watched Tasting History and Mythical Kitchen on YouTube. Wednesday, I marked that my fiance went to the office. I think that's his day to go to the office right now, so I have a car icon from the kit. Then I marked that it was 10 days past our last COVID exposure. We had a couple this month. So I have Molly Loves Vaccines from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I'm going to put that in a little bit. I'm just putting down the labels first so I have enough space for everything, and so I don't end up covering up a character sticker with another label. It's a little trick I'm learning from some people on YouTube. I think like Plan a Hannah, that's probably the person I'm learning it from the most. I do watch other people's plan with me to figure out how to put stickers down better sometimes. So yeah, we have Molly Loves Vaccines. I paid my credit card off, so I have a little credit card icon that I'm not really sure where that's from. And then I have a Play with Evie script from Carly Plans and a Molly Loves Christmas Ornaments from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because I played with the cat. I usually end up playing with the cat on the days that my fiance goes to the office to work in person because he'll often play with her like before he starts work if he's working from home. And then she's like asleep by the time I'm up and about. But on the days that he does go to the office, she gets bored. So I do enjoy playing with her. I just, you know, I find I play with her more frequently if my fiance is actually not here. Then I filmed a sticker haul, so that did not take as much time as that half box would indicate, but you know, I needed to fill up the space because I didn't do it. Oh, this is the thing. I specifically left off full boxes on days where I knew I had a lot of things to mark. Anyway, that Molly flat lay sticker is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I have voiced over a plan with me. So I'm using, I think it's supposed to be a podcast sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. But it looks like what I'm doing right now, which is voicing over this plan with me. And then I used an If It Requires Pants, It's Not Happening sticker from Once More With Love to write in that I was just going to be lazy. It's funny because on Wednesday I marked so many things that it doesn't look like I was being lazy, but all of those things didn't take that much time. So the rest of the day I was, in fact, rather lazy. Then I cooked because my fiance was going to be home late that night because he had to drive all the way up to the office. He works probably like an hour and a half away now with his new job. So when he does have to go in, it's a far drive, and he has to drive. There's not really a public transit option like there was with his last job. So he's making it work though. Anyway, I cooked a dinner that night, which yes, that is actually a rare occurrence. Oh, here's where I'm messing up that Carly Plans laptop sticker a lot. This is why I don't love vinyl sticker paper, because when you pull it up like that, like the ink just falls right off. But I was like, well, we're just gonna have to use that sticker anyway. I'm not pulling it up. Excuse me, I had to cough. Anyway, at the bottom of Wednesday, to go back to that, my brother called me this evening, which I'm sure many, if you're a millennial, you relate to me on this. If someone calls you and you miss the call, you're like, what? Like, is somebody dying? So I called him back. He just wanted to chat about our upcoming trip. He was like walking around in a thunderstorm. And I'm like, and it was like 11 o'clock at night where he was. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, are you going to go home now? You're making me a little nervous. I don't know. It was funny. But yeah, we were just chatting about our trip. And then we watched Eat the Menu on YouTube that evening. So I have another Carly Plans YouTube sticker, as well as another one, a different style from Carly Plans at the top of Thursday to mark that I was scheduling videos so that things would go up while I was gone. And then I came back and realized, oh wait, I have no videos scheduled, and there was no way I was going to schedule anything for the week I came back. So actually stuff went up while I was gone, but now that I've come back, I have nothing for you until today. I'm going to try to put this up same day that I'm recording it so that we can get back on track. I've liked being on track with videos this summer, but I feel like that is going to quickly come to an end as I start getting busy again. Then I was checking that my photos were backed up, so that's what that messed up Carly Plan sticker is for. I worked out, and then I packed for my trip because I thought I was leaving on Saturday. And I knew we had the menu tasting on Friday, and we were going to be busy on Friday. So I packed on Thursday, and then I didn't end up leaving till Sunday. Anyway, that packing sticker is from Fox and Cactus. And then I used a Carly Plans iPhone to mark that I was updating the iOS on my phone, and it took 5 million years. Especially because for some reason my phone doesn't want to do it over Wi-Fi anymore, even though my phone's only a year old. I always have to plug it into the computer and do it that way. I don't know why, but it does. And then again, we watched random YouTube that night. On Friday, I marked that it was my fiance's day off because he has every other Friday off. So that day off script is from Cinderella paper. Then I have an anxious script from Carly Plans and an anxious munchkin from Once More With Love. I was just getting stressed out about traveling. Everything turned out fine. I am the definition of anxiety. Like, I get stressed out about things before they happen, and I overthink them and I worry about them so much. And then the second I'm actually in the situation, I'm fine until something goes wrong. But then I just figure it out. Like, I would like to say I'm fairly good if something hits the fan, like if there's some sort of crisis. But, you know, if I have to think about it 3 weeks in advance, then I get stressed out. Yeah, that's fun. Then I marked that it was 1 month until classes start. Yay, gotta go back to work eventually. Don't we all? So I have a Molly teacher from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Then I'm gonna mark that I was backing up files from my camera, just things I didn't have on my laptop that I needed to edit later. So that laptop is from Carly Plans. And then we started our couples counseling book this week, which was good. So that couple sticker is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. So I talked about this previously, but we originally were going to do premarital counseling online, and then the person we got assigned to, I don't know, it felt like we were really going to have to DIY it a lot. So we just canceled that and got a book. I cannot remember the author's name right now, but I do like the book so far. We've done like the intro and we're going to start the chapter 1 soon. So we're just going to walk through it ourselves. It's really good for like, I feel like the book we chose is good for premarital counseling, just things like the one we worked on this day was like goals for like short term and long term, and it was good to talk about those things. We're both very like go with the flow type of people, but we do have things we would like to accomplish, and like we have accomplished things so far, but I feel like our 20s have just been like a combination of just kind of taking what comes in life, because we both chose careers where it's kind of hard to like absolutely dictate how things go all the time. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Anyway, it was good to talk about goals and like ways we could support each other in meeting those goals. Then I checked in for the flight that did not happen on Saturday. So I have an airplane sticker from Oh Hello. And then we went to our menu tasting at our venue. It was like a big event, so we were there with a bunch of other couples and some people's moms who felt the need to comment on everything to an excessive degree. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, is this your wedding or is it your kid's wedding? It's just me. Anyway, the menu tasting sticker is from the wedding sheet from Once More with Love, and then I also put in a foiled icon from Plana Hannah's wedding sheet. We won one of the raffles at this event. So I have it's supposed to be a birthday cake from Cinderella paper, but it reminded me of a wedding cake. We won the cake stand raffle because I was looking at like all of the different jars to drop your ticket into. And obviously like the most people wanted like the late night snack stations, because that's probably worth the most money at the venue. But I noticed only one person had put in their ticket for a cake stand, and like we need to rent a cake stand. Like the cake needs to go on something. So I dropped our ticket in there, and so like we won, and I was like surprised, but also not surprised. So that's like $50 we're saving. Now, did we also have to pay for the menu tasting to go to this event? Yeah. So really in the end, we saved like $12 or something. I don't know. But it was also good to taste like our appetizers and our entree options, or at least some of them. So I think we have a good idea of what we want to put on our menu for our wedding, so that's good. And I was pleasantly surprised that there were certain things we both agreed we didn't like, and then there were other things that we both agreed were really good. So that made me relax a little bit more, because I have been a little bit worried about the food, because we don't really have another option other than this food. So I'm glad some of it's good. Then we came home and we booked the hotel both for our wedding, because we're going to stay at the hotel right near our venue, because our venue is a little bit far for us. And then also we booked a hotel to go to Berkeley, because we are visiting there soon. So the book hotel sticker is also from the Once More with Love wedding sheet, and then I supplemented it with a champagne bottle from the Plana Hannah wedding sheet, because why not? Okay, Saturday. You'll notice the big "This is Fine" sticker in flames from Fox and Cactus. I woke up, I was just kind of like gonna pack up my toiletries and everything and kind of relax, and then I realized on my phone I got a text from Southwest saying, "Your flight's canceled. We rebooked you on one tomorrow at noon." And I'm like, okay. And originally I read it and thought that they meant noon Saturday, not noon Sunday, because I didn't read the date, because brain. And I was like, Nathan, we got to get to the airport sooner. And then I realized, wait, the flight's tomorrow. So it's good I realized that, because then we didn't drive out to the airport. And then I ended up, well, I'll get into that in a minute. So that was fun. Then I decided to go to Target, because I'm like, well, you know what? This is good, because I didn't have my travel toiletries in order anyway, and I was just going to fly to Pittsburgh and figure it out there, because like I'm staying with my brother. He can drive me to Target, or we actually ended up walking to Target at some point during the trip. So I went to Target and did that. I also bought some more KN95 masks. Then I came home and I changed my flight to one that left at 7 a.m. on Sunday instead of noon, because I'm like, you know what? I just want to be on the first flight out of here. And then hopefully I'll be in Pittsburgh by 5 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. That didn't happen. We'll talk about that next. Then I just relaxed, so I have a Fox and Cactus girl for that. And then I filmed another part of a haul because some more stickers came in, and Nathan came back. He was visiting somebody, came back with snacks from McDonald's because I had offhandedly mentioned wanting like a McDonald's smoothie, and he obliged. And I was like, wow, thanks. He got both of us French fries and then the mango pineapple smoothie, which he hadn't tried before. And he was like, you know what? This is a really good combo. I'm like, I know, because I discovered this combo back when I used to work in a town that has literally 5 McDonald's and only like 100,000 people. Yes, I said that correctly. It's a good combo though, if you haven't tried it. I like McDonald's for snacks, not necessarily for their actual meals. Anyway, that McDonald's sticker is from Carly Plans, as is the YouTube play button at the bottom of the day to mark that we watched Try Guys and Pro ZV on YouTube. Sunday. I was up at 4 a.m., so I have this girl wearing a paper bag on her head from Beneva Creations. I got coffee at the airport. I flew out of the Ontario airport, which is like inland. If you cannot fly out of LAX, don't fly out of LAX. That's my advice. This is my first time using this airport, and it turned out, I mean, it's not like the nicest airport, but that doesn't really matter. Like, it's just easier to get in and out of. And also when you fly in and out of there, you get to see the mountains and the desert and all this cool stuff. So that's nice. So I got Dunkin' Donuts at the airport, and then we left on a plane, thank goodness, around 7:30 that morning. So I have a Fox and Cactus on the airplane, Fox and Cactus sticker on the airplane for that. I flew into the Denver airport. That's where my layover was. I got a sandwich that tasted really bland. So I have a Beneva Creation sandwich sticker. I also got Caribou coffee. And then I had a 5-hour flight delay. So I was originally supposed to leave Denver around like noon. We didn't leave Denver until almost 6 p.m. That was fun. We have a Molly is Grumpy from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. for that. Yeah, not a fun time, but like we didn't have a plane because it was supposed to come in from like Chicago or something, and Chicago was thunderstorming. And then like also a thunderstorm was about to start in Denver. So I'm like, can we get out of here before the thunderstorm hits Denver? It was kind of stressful, but whatever. I just watched YouTube videos and read Dune and all of that. So anyway, we finally left Denver around 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and then got to Pittsburgh around 11 p.m. Eastern Time. It was a very long day, but at least like 11 p.m. Eastern Time is 8 p.m. my time, but I had also been up since 4. So it kind of balanced out. I read Dune on both of my flights this day, so I got through like 200 pages of Dune. I started reading that book last year, just FYI. I've hit a point where I'm like, because for most of the book up to this point, I'm like, oh yeah, this is interesting. I don't understand why people say this is a drag sometimes. I've gotten to the point where like they're narrating the villains and what they're up to, and I'm like, I don't care what these villains are up to. They're not interesting villains. So that's my one critique. Then my brother picked me up from the airport 6 hours later than we had planned. Well, actually, like technically a whole day later than we had planned. And we went back to his house. He fed me some food, or gave me some food. Fed me some food sounds strange. And he was like, oh, pick whatever you want to watch on the TV. So I picked Lilo and Stitch, the series, which I have not watched for like a million years. I have this Fox and Cactus sticker. It's like her little Dotson wearing a Stitch outfit. I was like, when else am I ever going to use this? And that show is a fun show. I forgot about it. So yeah, that we watched some of that, and around like 1 a.m. Eastern Time, I finally went to bed. I was kind of homesick, so I have Molly is Depressed from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. for that. I was just missing Nathan a lot and missing the cat a lot, and it's probably because I was super tired too. So that's the week. We end the week in Pittsburgh, finally, a whole like day later than we were supposed to be there. But next week, we are going to explore more of Pittsburgh and then head over to New York City. So stay tuned for that. Please subscribe if you would like to hear more about that, and watch the vlogs eventually when I get around to editing them. And I will talk to you next week. Goodbye.